For our lesson today, we are still continuing the series of Wassce June 2005 mathematics theory questions, and we are still in the part 1, but this time around we are going to number 2A, and the question there is on indices. Now let us take a look at the question. It says evaluate 2 times into 64 upon 125 all power minus 2 upon 3. Now to solve this problem, all we have to do first, like as I always encourage you to do, is to rewrite the question back again. So let's do so quickly. We say our 2 times, then we say open bracket, 64 upon 125, then we have minus what? 2 upon 3. Now the very first thing we take note here is the power. You realize that the power had a negative sign, and this power belongs to a fractional term that is inside the bracket here. Now there is a law of indices that explains how we shall be resolving this. And what is that law of indices? The law of indices states that if we have a fraction a upon b that carries a negative power c upon d, for instance, okay, now all we have to do is we must remove this negative sign. And to remove the negative sign, we reciprocate whatsoever we have here on here in the bracket. To reciprocate means to turn it upside down. That is, the up number will come down, the down number will go up. So here we write it, our b upon a. And if we do so, then immediately we are going to have c upon d only in the words in the numerator here, in the power position. So quickly applying that law, here we have 2 multiplied by into bracket. We are going to send our 125 up based on what we did here. Then our 64 will come down. So here we have 125 upon 64. Then immediately the minus sign will disappear and we'll now have just our 2 upon 3. So now that we've arrived at this place, now what do? We are going to take our 125 first, that is our 125, and look for a number that will multiply itself to give us 125. And if we do so, the number we shall be looking for is what? 5. And if we raise it to 3, then 5 power 3 will give us 125. Now we'll do the same thing for the denominator here, 64. If we take our 4, don't forget we are using 4 because 4 is an even number. We have 1, 2, 4, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 as even numbers, but we are selecting 4 because 4 is the only number that will multiply itself 3 times to give us 64. So we are going to transfer this over to what we have here. So in coming to this next place, we say 2 multiplied by into bracket. In place of 125, we are going to write what? 5 power what? 3. So write it as 5 power 3. Then upon, in place of 64, we replace it with what? 4 power 3. And then we have 2 upon 3. Now, the next thing we are going to do again is to quickly, you can see that the numerator and the denominator has the same power. So we are going to bring them out here. So we say 5 upon 4 power what? 3. Multiplied by the power that is already there, which is what? 2 upon 3. Now, if you do this, you will see that this base 3 here will cancel, that is the denominator 3 will cancel this 3 that is here. And then finally, we shall have 2 multiplied into 5 upon 4. And this will become 2 times 1 will give us 2. Now, 1 times 1 will give us 1. So we'll just put the 2 there. So that is what we have now. We have 2 times into 5 upon 4, all power what? Power 2. So we are going to evaluate this. This power that is outside here is for both the 4 and the 5. So here we are going to say 2 multiplied by 5 squared upon 4 squared. And eventually we shall have 2 multiplied by 5 squared is what? 25. And 4 squared is 16. We'll put this in fractional form to show that we are dividing. Now, this 2 that is up here, we cancel this 16 that is here 8 times. And that will make our final answer to become 1 times 25. And that will give us 25. And then 8 times 1 will give us 8. So eventually we shall arrive at 25 upon 8. I hope